How I stay chill when the money is stormy. When the money is stormy, how do you stay calm AF? Well, let's be real. You know, I always say this, get it, girl. Let's be real when we're talking about the money. You're in a safe place here. I know this is not a topic that is easily brought up for us. It's not easily discussed with other people, and it can be embarrassing. And that's really why I decided to create the channel about this topic specifically, so that we got a place we could come and open up and learn and acquire the skills we need to manage it better. So if we can be just relatable for a minute, and I want you to think back if you ever had that moment where you open your app on your bank and you like, not today, say, you ain't gonna give me today. Or you've been in line and you swipe that card and you almost pacing back and forth like you waiting on a DNA test result. I know. Been there, done that. And listen, money stress can be so daunting and heavy that it don't just affect you as the individual. It can affect your household. It can affect your performance at work or in different arenas in your life. It can affect your relationships with other people. And I'm gonna just be honest. If the money stress was like calories, I'd be skinny as a mug right now, baby, because it don't take much. But I do understand now that there is a way out. I mean, there might not be a way out sometimes, but there are umbrellas. There are coats and jackets and hats and things that can protect us from the storm, shield us from feeling so much. Welcome back to the channel. I need to put that in there. I got to stop skipping that part. I get too excited when I get a chance and an opportunity to sit down and do this with you, because as much as I would like to go ahead and upload my 400 video requirement here and keep going and jump on to the next thing, I have to be real when I say this channel really has my heart and I enjoy it. I want to do it. So now that I have you here, I have to say welcome. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the button, because I promise you this is the Get It Girl guy, and this is where we're gonna keep it fun. We're gonna keep it real as possible, and always keep it moving upwards. Okay, so now, and don't forget my returning subscribers and my returning viewers. If you just here to view, hey, you are welcome too. Y'all are just as welcome as my old girls. Okay, and you already know how much I'm ready to share with you. So let me tell you this, okay? The first time I had a bill collector calling me consistently about an important bill, they was calling me so much I knew the last four digits on the call when I saw the call come up. I'm like, dang, we might well be pen pals right now, because it was practically every time I see the call, my blood pressure just shoot up, and I would get so dreadful and feel so much consternation, and the shoulders tighten up. I could feel all that, and the pressure just was eating me up. And that's when I realized that if I don't grab the wheel right here, I would never be able to change this narrative. I would never be able to redirect this course. I would never be able to stay on point when it comes to the money. So I want to take a few minutes and give you a few pointers of what I choose to do, some things I have done in the past, and some things I still do today. When the money stress comes storming down, number one, I breathe. 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 I bre I breathe so I can feel that release, that relaxation. I breathe before I write a budget. I breathe before I check my account status. I breathe before I swipe my card. And I mean good, deep. I don't care who's around because this is important. I'd rather not be up here panicking, trying to write a budget out. It seems like I'm solving equations for NASA. It'll hit you like that. Just take 10 minutes. Calm your nervous system before you deal with your money. And even if it's your chill thing is to sip some tea or some coffee, or maybe you're doing yoga, it helps to relax you. Maybe now you're into prayer and that relaxes you. Whatever you can do to bring down the nervous system, to set it on a chill thermostat, because stress math is bad math. You're gonna come up short somewhere. You're gonna miss a beat somewhere if you're not taking your time to breathe through it. Next, I like to listen to music about money to raise my vibe about money. And may I submit to you that if you could switch your playlist up a little bit, and if you don't have one, create you one. Create you a money playlist that you can play. And I know sometimes when we get in those modes, when we start thinking, negatively about some money things, we don't want to hear no music. But this is the best time to turn it on, I promise you, because we can't be out here stressing to over bills and then we listening to songs about being broke, about being down, about being lonely, about lack. Okay? Cut that off. Turn on something that's going to make you feel rich, that'll make you feel worthy, that'll make you feel fabulous. Even if it's, I don't care, whatever it is. It might be Fantasia, it might be Sexy Red. I don't know. What's your flavor? For me, it's like Kaylee 47. You probably never heard of her. Some of y'all have, though. Y'all been with me for a minute. So I know you vibe to what I vibe to. For me, it's Sop of the Great. For me, it's Oshun. That Honey K. Check it out if you never heard it, because that's my playlist that gets me feeling like, okay, I got this, and we all need that. Number 3, I want you to take some personal account as part of this solution, because we need to do some things that are sort of unconventional at this point. We've gotten to this big old age and we still running into these different snafus and issues with the money. But we could take some personal account and do some unconventional things like talking to your money. I talk to everything. I talk to my mailbox. I talk to my house. I talk to inanimate objects on a regular. And I'm suggesting it. May I submit that to you? Talk to your money out loud when you get a chance. And even if you just got to whisper, because when you swiping that card, or you get to the register and you get ready to make your payment and you stick that card in the machine, you might whisper something, better not bounce. Oh, I hope it's enough to get this covered in so I can get out of here and go home. But this time, speak a little differently. Say things like, every dollar I'm using right now is about to come right back to me multiplied. Say it. Money loves me. Money loves to fill my hands and pockets. Money loves to fill my bank account. And we learned that from the great one and only Reverend Knight. And I tried and I used it and I still try and I still use this. Money loves me. Money loves to fill my hands and my pockets. And see, I know you feel that shift when you're saying this stuff, because the mind is shifting as you speak these words out loud. And it's taking you out of this begging position with the money. You are more commanding the money. That's a big difference. Number 4, I want you to keep perspective of the money. Half of the time, the stress is really a lot bigger than what it really is. It just feels that that weight of it feels so heavy. But sometimes, even if you say what the problem is out loud, and even if you conjure a solution out loud, just throw it out there, the problem begins to minimize and dissolve on its own. If you think back to your last money storm, did you get through that? Are you still surviving now? Are you still thriving? It's gas high, but are you still driving around? Are you still getting to work? Are you still able to get the children back and forth? Sometimes we just see this as a mountain, and we could change our perspective and bring it down to a molehill. And guess what? If you did go through the money storm and you did not survive it, okay, can we just be honest right here? Some of us are far all the way off. I mean, all the way off. And see, this would include lack of good housing, lack of transportation, lack of employment. These things, when we living without those types of things, this is just surviving. We are basically trying to survive. And if you've been there, I would like to say that I have some tips that you better start doing right away. If you're there right now, yes, I have. I've been there, and it is a shameful place to get to. But at the same time, I have to say thank you, because you can rise out of that. You can hit the reset button. And here's what you're going to do. Number one, stop the money leaks. First thing I had to admit, when I was on rock bottom, money is leaking away. Money is leaking away like a busted tire. Subscriptions you're not using, door dashing when you got ground beef in the freezer. You got to go the extra mile. You got to get on detective mode with the money and look for these leaks. Check them. Check them at the door. If it's not necessary for your survival at this point, cut it, because you got to save your neck right now. Number two, you're going to set one non-negotiable. You're going to set one limit for yourself. I don't want you to start just cutting yourself off from everything, because that could, make it even worse. But I want you to command and discipline yourself on one thing, because when I was broke, I made a rule. My one rule was no more overdrafting. And I stuck to that as best as I could. That was just my way of lining up my intentions. And for you, maybe you can say something like, I'm going to get a job, or I'm going to save at least $20 out of every pay period. I don't know. But mine was, I will never swipe this card unless I have the money to cover this. And this is great for you, your discipline, because it's setting a strong boundary, but it's also building your backbone with the money. Number three, I want you to create a helpful habit. Now, don't look at me sideways, cross-eyed. I said habits. Because the best thing you can do at rock bottom is get creative. I have been sold waist beads. I have got really creative doing things that were not really in demand, but the creativity makes it sell. I don't care if you braiding hair. That's your creativity. That's your spark. You need to be doing it as often as you can, and at the best times that you can. Maybe you could flip things. I bought things right out the store and flipped them for double the price, right on Facebook Marketplace, and that's a Dollar Tree move. You got books in there, things that you can take. I want you to create a hustle habit immediately and stay consistent with it. Give yourself 14 days to do it. This consistency is what's going to get you back on your feet. Not that check you waiting on in the mail. not that paycheck, because that's for you to maintain. But you can put this habit into place with a little consistency for a short amount of time and see yourself about $500 or $600, maybe even more, that will help you with coming up with a deposit or whatever else, or enough for a down payment on a car or whatever you need. Things like these just come up in our lives, and we do have umbrellas that can shield us. If you're looking to get back on your feet overnight now, don't let social media lie to you on here, on YouTube, and on nowhere other platform, telling you I turned $20 into 20,000 in 2 days. Okay, don't get scammed because you're in a desperate mode. I don't want you to do that. The best thing you can do right now is take it slow and steady. This is grown woman healing with the money, not out here making rash decisions. It's stressful, it's embarrassing, and honestly, we feel like we failing everybody, like we failing our families at this point. But that season does not define you, and if you pull your way out, you'll see they'll look at you like you stronger than ever. It's not your end. So just a great place to hit that restart button and see every day if you can find yourself a way to stay on track. Cut the leaks. Show up for that little hustles on the side, those little habits. You'll start stacking in no time. And brick by brick, you'll be back on your feet in no time. And clear out the mind. Clear out the clutter so that the money can flow like it needs to flow. And speaking of clear and decluttering, if you're ready to do your deep recluttering on your home so that you can see more abundance there in your love, in your life, in your laughter, more abundance in the joys of living, I got a video that's going to help you do that right here.